I'm not live, guys. Wow. Episode 1, I guess. Thought I'd be more prepared. No, we're not sponsored yet, but here's hoping. So, I just wanted to start by giving a little introduction. I realized as I was staging my little area here and plant hunting yesterday and the day before, and I think the day before that, obsession comes to mind, but more so ADHD, because we get a bad rap for being obsessive or picking up a hobby, blowing $2,000 and then just dropping it. Well, plant hoarding, plant keeping, plant fragging has been a hobby of mine for some years, and it started probably back when I was about 19. Fell in love with a Colocasia Pharaoh's mask that I found at the Biltmore house. Sadly, of course, it died almost overnight, and I got home and went to the Home Depot and started seeds and succulents and tropical plants, and I went crazy. But I didn't know anything, and I treated them all the same. They're all plants. They're all green, right? But there's a whole universe of knowledge out there, and I think that's what we as ADHD people really like about hobbies, is just being able to learn, being able to research, being able to figure out the problems and how to solve them. So I reach out to you today as a young old man, 41, just started going live for the first time in my life. Not used to being on camera or doing a whole lot of public speaking, but I talk a lot about my hobbies and my passions, and so my circle has always been very small, because your vibe attracts your tribe, and not everybody vibes with me. So if you feel the same way, stay tuned, because we are your tribe. And the concept of Rahma-Terra came to me because my last name's Rahma-Terra. It's foreign, but it means something to the extent of, blessings of Allah, or, the Lord provideth. And I think that is what life is all about. However you want to look at it, it's about making the most of what you have, whether you be a victim of circumstance or a product of your environment. A tree grows in Brooklyn, and plants thrive in concrete, whether we understand it or not. And then we bring them home and give them all the love and care in the world. And hold on, I have a good example somewhere around here. I'm not perfect. Plants are living things, and living things pass away. That's another part of life. Last year, I lost my mother, and she was also a plant lover. Maybe I picked this up from her, but my eldest sister, who is also passed, she was a plant lover, and most of my younger siblings are also plant lovers, in spite of their best efforts. Some of them are good at it, and some of them are not very good at it, but we all laugh and share together. And that, again, is what I think life's all about, and what we're really trying to promote here on this channel. So, with that being said, a couple ground rules. Obviously, no hate, slander, whatever. Just because you put a little JK or a laughing emoji at the end doesn't mean it's okay. We call that not dry snitching, but you passive aggressive. We don't really like that. It's okay to be funny, but we're here to learn, and everyone started somewhere. So if you're not confident enough to grow variegated gloriosums, that's okay. We'll teach you how to keep a pothos. We'll learn together, because I am a constant student, and maybe it's because I'm looking at myself. I should be looking at the camera. My eyes are, I feel like my eyes are looking weird. So, again, here on Rahma-Terra, we are going to be promoting plants, health, mental health, plant health, general health. I'm an old man, and I got to take care of myself, because I want all of my offshoots to grow big and strong, and I gotta teach them how to do so. And I want you guys to all grow big and strong, grow big, strong plants, with me. Whether you get them from me, whether you get them from your mother-in-law, whether you get them on the side of the road or the clearance section. Let's have fun and enrich our spirits with the things that make us happy, because life's short, and if you're just going to be bitter and miserable, the fuck are you doing here? Pardon my French. I do plan on using content across many platforms just to try and touch as many people as we can, because you don't know where they're coming from and what kind of escapism they're using to survive, whether it be creating a jungle in their house, or playing video games, or I don't know. There are many unhealthy ways to try and cope with life, and we're all trying to get better together. So, thanks for tuning in, whether you're here now or whether you're catching us on the repost. You see the classes here. You're going to get a lot of POV content. I bought these specifically for this, and so we got some repotting to do today. We've got a lot, but we plan on splicing together some content for YouTube. We're talking about sport variegation versus, consistent variegation, what to look for, where to find it, and as I mentioned before, I'm new to this. I'm not very good on camera. I'm not very good with technology, and I'm scared. I don't know what to do, so I'm just winging it like most adults these days. And so if you got something to contribute, feel free, chime in. We're going to make this a group effort. I want to promote anybody and everybody that's trying to make it out there. I got a good friend locally that makes 3D printed cup holders for corn self-watering cups. I think those are really nifty. I plan on picking a bunch up, because I have a whole gang of alocasias to show you. We are going to dabble a little bit with self-watering planters. I don't think I like them, but I got one really expensive plant in it, and I don't want to disrupt it, at least until I harvest some corms and get to start those over in other mediums. Speaking of mediums, I made a short post about my chunky soil and what I like to put in it. I've found that down here in Florida, it tends to dry out a little bit faster than I expected, so I'm going to be mixing in a little more cocoa. But we got some rare plants. We're finding rare plants. We're going to try and cross-pollinate rare plants. We're going to do everything that you are too scared to ask about because of internet trolls and things like that. So stay tuned. Like I said, come along if you need a shout out, if you want an interview, if you want a personal tutorial. I've considered doing live plant shopping, not just selling my plants, but hey, you just had a kid and you can't get out of the house, but you think something would go really nice right there. I can go Whoa, now live from my glasses. Okay, I can say which one do you want? You like that one? You like this one? But these are all just ideas I have when I'm sitting in my garden. Don't worry, there'll be a full tour. There'll be some species features or species highlights. I got a lot of philodendron. I got a lot of alocasia. I'm getting up there with the aglonemas. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. I also spent a little background on myself. I spent a lot of time obsessing with coral and fish. So when I use the term frag, it's from fragmenting corals and separating them into multiple pups. We call it propagation here, but it's the same concept. So if I'm fragging a plant, I'm propagating it. And yeah, we're gonna do it. And the live's gonna go get uploaded to YouTube. I might have to do some editing, so we're learning all sorts of stuff along the way. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for tuning in, I think. It's going to be a journey. It's going to be fun. It's going to be exciting. Might even be a little annoying and hot, but we're going to do it, because what else are we going to do? Sit around, play video games? Not for me. Not anymore, at least, because some of y'all actually know me, and I used to play a lot of video games. So, I guess I'm gonna end this now, but you'll be seeing a lot more of us.